So you have just posted your latest video and it is a total winner. The thumbnail's perfect, the title's perfect, the content, the hook, everything is coming together. And yet, this is what is about to kill it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 6 mistakes that I know many of you are making out there, because I was making those same mistakes before, even after I got monetized. But I'm going to be sharing with you those 6 mistakes that you are making after you upload your video that are killing your videos, that are turning videos that could have been potentially viral and completely turning them into flops. Now, this information that I'm getting ready to share with you is not going to be something you're going to be able to Google or ask ChatGPT about, because it comes from literal experience. My experience being here on YouTube for months, having been monetized within 5 weeks, and then 6 months later having 20,000 subscribers, all from trial and error and figuring out what works and what doesn't work. It also comes from the experience of some of my students within the fast track to monetization who were making these very mistakes. And when we corrected these mistakes, their video had a complete turnaround. So be sure to stay tuned. Hello, star creators. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Tate, and I help small content creators grow and monetize their audience. So yes, I am in a different location right now. We're actually on vacation, but I thought, let me get on YouTube so I can make sure that my star creators are not making these 6 mistakes that are killing your videos before they even get a chance. So let's get right into it. The mistake number 1 is right after you upload your video, you're starting to watch your video. And what you do is you watch it for 10 seconds and then you just click right off. Yes, that is killing your video, because let me tell you, when you post a video, YouTube is looking to see how long a person watches that video. And if you're the first 5 views on that video and then you only watch like 10% of the video and click right off your own video, then YouTube is getting the signal, the YouTube algorithm is getting the signal that your video is not interesting. So whenever you post a video, do not start watching it unless you're going to commit to watching the entire video. Now, I know many of you are making that mistake, because this is a mistake that I was making even up until recently. But once your account gets a little bit bigger, it doesn't have as much impact. But if you have a small channel and you're watching your own video and you click right off midway through it or just 10 seconds into it, you are actually destroying the momentum of your video. So be sure to make sure that you're watching these videos, your own video, all the way to the end if you decide you're going to watch the video. Now, before we head into mistake number 2, let's help small YouTubers grow. Let's help each other grow. And we're going to do this by going into the comments, write down what your channel is all about. And I want you to go down into the comments after this video and find channels that you're interested in. Subscribe to those channels, watch one of their videos, comment on one of their videos, and let's help each other grow. I haven't done this in a while, but this is something that I did on a few videos, and thousands of people responded, and people were able to grow their small channels just by getting the right people to subscribe to their channel. And make sure that you're only subscribing to channels that interest you, because you don't want to confuse the algorithm. And the second thing is that if you are a new YouTuber, you need my quick start guide to YouTube success. I'm going to put a link in the description, and this is totally free. And basically what it is, it's a quick start guide to YouTube success that helps you on your YouTube journey. You will learn some simple tools that you can use to have success on your video. You'll have viral hooks that you can use to hook people into your videos, and so much more. But I don't want to get too much into it. I will just put a link in the description and you can get more information about it. But let's get to this mistake number 2 and make sure that you're not making these mistakes. Now, the second mistake you're making is something that I have made an entire video about, and I will post that video in the description. But this mistake is sharing your video link with your friends, with your family members. Right after you post your video, you're so excited, you want to get those views, so you start sending out your link. You start texting all your friends, watch my video. You text your mom, you text your dad, you text your brother. Do not do that, because number 1, you cannot guarantee that they're going to watch the video to the end. The chances are your friends and your family, whatever topic you're posting on, they're probably not that interested in it. They're probably going to watch your video for maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Your video is 20 minutes long, and then they click right off. And once again, what that is going to signal to the YouTube algorithm is that your video is not interesting. Because what you need to understand is that when a higher percentage of people that watch your video watch it to the end or watch most of your video, YouTube sees that as a signal that this video is interesting, and that's how they start pushing it to other people. The opposite happens when people click off your video very quickly. YouTube algorithm will say, nope, this video is not interesting, and that's how your video dies. So sending your link to your friends and family is not a good idea, because as much as they love you, they probably don't want to watch 10 minutes of you talking about a topic that they are not interested in. The other thing about sharing your link with your friends and family members is that you're going to severely confuse the YouTube algorithm as to who your audience is, because YouTube creates a profile of the people that are watching your videos. And based on the kind of videos that they watch, it tries to figure out who your target audience is. And if you're sending it to friends and family members who have totally different interests from what your channel is about, the YouTube algorithm is going to be so confused. And that's how you kill the growth of your channel really fast. So be sure to make sure that you are not sending your links to your channel, links to your videos to friends and family members, unless they are specifically tied to the ideal audience that you're trying to target. And as well, if you make sure that they're watching the videos to the end. Now, mistake number 3 actually ties into mistake number 2 in the same way, in the sense that you do not want to buy views. Because I have seen people make this mistake where they buy $5 for 1,000 views. For you to grow on YouTube, you're going to have to grow organically and actually have YouTube find your ideal audience and send that audience to your channel. And then you grow organically through giving your audience value. You're not going to be able to take a shortcut by paying for views. For the same reason that you don't want to send your link to your friends and family members, you don't want to buy views, because the people that you're buying views from, it's a whole hodgepodge of totally different people from totally different backgrounds that are watching totally random videos that have nothing to do with your ideal audience. And once again, it's going to confuse the YouTube algorithm as to what type of people that your channel is trying to attract. So do not take shortcuts. Do not buy views. $5 for 1,000 views. Say no, thank you. Mistake number 4 is deleting your videos. Deleting a video that you think is not good. So you post a video, and then after 2 days, 3 days, the video is going nowhere. It's got very few views, 10 views. It looks like a total flop. You feel like maybe it's embarrassing. You feel like maybe it's just not a good video. So you go ahead and delete it. Big mistake. Do not delete any of your videos, because you never know which videos are going to go viral later on. And I did this before. I didn't delete any of my videos, but I have videos that started out with barely any views that months later just completely shot up and went on to be one of my top performing videos. So don't despise small beginnings for your videos. Don't think that if a video has small views, that it's a bad video. It just means that YouTube may have not found the right audience for that video, but then months down the line, maybe even a year down the line, that topic becomes a hot topic, and then your video shoots up. Or a year from now, your channel has blown up. That video will now start to get momentum, that old video. Because I have videos that I posted that barely had any views. And then now that my account has grown to almost 26,000 subscribers, those videos are now performing amazingly. So make sure that you are not deleting videos from your channel. Mistake number 5 is sharing your video on multiple channels. I'm talking about TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You post your video and you are ready to get it to fly. So you start posting links on your Instagram account, on your TikTok account, on your Facebook account, because you want to get those views rolling in. But the problem with that is the audiences on YouTube are very different from audiences that are on these other platforms, like TikTok especially, or Instagram. These are places where people have a very short attention span. These are places where people are not really there to sit down and watch something that is long form. So you post your link on there and you're going to have that same issue that we had in that mistake number one, where people are going to click on it, even if they're part of your audience on Instagram. They'll click on it, but they may not have the attention span to watch the entire video. And if you're a new channel, this is especially not going to be good. For larger channels, most of those people can get away with this, but you definitely don't want to do this in the beginning of your channel because you're going to have that issue. The last mistake that you don't want to make is to post your video at the wrong time. Yes, timing of posting your video is very important because that's what gives you momentum. The more people that are on YouTube when you post your video, the more momentum your video is going to get. So if you post your video at a time when there's very few people that are on YouTube, you're going to see that video's momentum is not going to be as high as if you would post it at a time when most of your audience are online. And I have seen this firsthand when I post videos, let's say on a Friday afternoon. For some reason, Friday is not really a good time for me to post videos. So if I miss an upload, I'm going to wait till Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday or Thursday. But every time I post something on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it seems like it just doesn't get that momentum and it ends up not being a really good video that goes viral. So you definitely want to make sure that you are posting your video at a time when most of your audience are online. Now, depending on what your time zone is and what your audience target is, so if you're targeting, let's say you're in the UK, you don't want to post a video at 3 a.m. in the morning because that video is not going to go anywhere in that first 6 hours or so until people start waking up in the US. So the good thing about YouTube analytics is that it actually tells you like what time your audience are mostly online. So in my case, most of my audience, they're heavily online Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday between 10 a.m. and about 1 p.m. That is prime time for me to post my video to get the most momentum. So you can do the same thing on your channel. Maybe because you have a small channel right now, you're not going to be able to get as much data as to when your audience is online. So maybe just a rule of thumb that you can use is that posting between 9 a.m. to about 2 p.m. is what I have seen. A lot of gurus say that is a good time for you to post your videos. And then also between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. at night. So you can maybe use those guidelines as to when to post your video. So now that you know the 6 mistakes that you could be making after you upload your video, be sure to watch this video where I share the 8 things that you do need to do after you upload your video. And I will post that video right here so you can go ahead and go watch it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.